So, hello everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Gladys Wimbora, and if you're a new viewer, please make sure you hit the subscribe button for more. So, today, as promised, I'm going to show you guys how my tongue looks like. And I discussed in my previous video when I was talking about it was actually a Q&A of get to know me, and I was talking about how people think you have an accent when actually it's a defect. So, what is a tongue tie? A tongue tie is a condition whereby the tip of your tongue is tied to the what is it called? I would say the lower palate, the floor, rather the floor of the mouth by a very strong muscle. As promised, I'm going to show you how my tongue looks like and the reason as to why it can never leave my mouth or maybe be seen outside my teeth. So let me show you. Here is my tongue, and as you notice, like I can't get it out of my teeth, like it can't leave the area where my teeth are. So like if I try to like touch my upper lip, like it's simply tied, like the tip of it is tied. So let me show you. Yeah, so like guys, that's it. Well, I realized I had a tongue tie when I went to high school. Well, I met people, I met different types of people, and like people from different places speak differently. And so someone asked me like, how and why do you speak the way you speak? And she was very keen. It was a girls' school, and she was very keen as to how I spoke, because she never in her entire life, not really in her entire life, but the moments that we were in school, she never like really saw my tongue. And okay, for me, that's a bit weird, but the thing is, well, she had noticed, so I noticed like like for me it was a normal thing, like speaking how I spoke before she noticed, or even when she noticed. It was a very normal thing for me, so like I never like noticed, and I guess I never like had difficulties feeding when I was a child. And so I think it somehow went unnoticed, because I've never like had anyone telling me that you have a tongue tie. So what happened is the moment I noticed I had a tongue tie, it actually like didn't bother me so much. But the fact that people kept asking me like, how come your tongue looks funny, how come your tongue doesn't look like everyone else, okay, like it started bothering me. But I got used to it. First of all, like it didn't bother me at first. So like when someone noticed, yeah, I also noticed it, but it wasn't like really a bother to me, because like I was really like used to my life, doing everything I did like differently and stuff. Yeah. So when you have a tongue tie, you are likely to have difficulties pronouncing certain words, as you cannot like always like pronounce or have sounds like very specific sounds pronounced correctly. Let's have an instance of the letter R, like the sound itself. Okay, like I think it's basically any sound that involves the tongue and the teeth. As in, it's not easy for someone like who has a tongue tie to like pronounce correctly, or in a way that they're not like really struggling. So let's get an example of a word involving the letter R and I'll go like this is a rat, this is what else? I'm actually like I don't have like a word starting with R right now. Let's say let's combine T and R, and let's also like do something like THR, like let's like in the word Tara, like thoroughly, literally, as in it's not easy, like to pronounce certain words. Most people ask me, why don't you opt for your tongue to be released? And I always tell them, you know what, I had an option of getting my tongue tie released, but the thing is, like, this has been me since I was little. Like, I don't know what you mean by normal, as in this is my normal, like having a tongue tie and speaking how I speak, this is my normal, you know. So people will always come and ask me questions like, why don't you have your tie, like your tongue tie released so you can speak normal? And I'm always like, what is normal? Like, this is my normal. Like, me having difficulties pronouncing, which I don't really notice unless someone is uncomfortable with how I speak, is my normal. Like, this is me, like this is what I do, you know. So let me know if any of you outside there has a tongue tie, or maybe if you haven't realized you have one, maybe check your time. As in, like mine, there's normally this challenge of like touching your, like the tip of your nose with your tongue. Let's try it. Like, guys, that's the farthest my tongue can go. Let's see how far it can go, like on my lower lip. Yeah, so like let's say I want to, there's a way like people lick their lips, right? Like something like as in, for someone who has a tongue tie, you have to like have your like your lips inside so you can like lick them. You see, like at the end of the day, tongue ties are not like really a big issue. However, like if you want to have yours released, you can always opt for a surgical procedure. I had the option of mine getting released by a surgeon, but then make sure you stay tuned and make sure you subscribe so you can check out the video where I talk about my tonsillectomy story and how it was done. And if at any point you feel like you want to have yours done, you can always like get advice from that video I will upload. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified when that specific video and more are out. So yeah, I think that's it for a tongue tie, guys. So if you have like any questions, let me know. If you want to know anything about a tongue tie, I'm always like open to answer anyone. I answer all my DMs, and for the person who feels like they need to like get more info about the tongue ties, let's do this. You can always ask the question and I will always be there to answer. So that's it from me, guys. Yeah.